They have to revive, but Aladdin is there in the trenches with them. And if he actually realizes what is happening, he can relay the information to his team, and their team is going to charge. And so it's going to be really important for the players to actually be as secretive as they can about what they're doing right now. They managed to bring themselves to the late game stages, and they managed to do it. So Scene Line Roy has been revived. The blue zone right on their backs. They are in a tough position. They will have to finish off Jay and Samita before they move out. Because even if they manage to finish Aladdin, that allows them to move forward through the trenches. Jay and Samita will still have the opportunity of the high ground to actually block them out with a Molotov and then finish them off with the nades.
Aladdin is going to change the pace of the game as he does. This was all because one player was looking up for him, and Aladdin knew that they are not looking up for him. Well, talking about Mark Penn. Now Mark Penn has to take up a fight against Max Legend. It's going to be a 3v3, but only two players are onto the trenches while Samita is onto the upper side. And again, that can create a good off angle. We're talking about Samita taking a fight against SDMZ's Jelly. Did do a lot of damage onto Jelly though, but now Samita needs to take that player down. Come what may, they have to, win this fight, win this battle, because they were looking like a dominating team previously in the previous week. Now they have to do it again. Talking about everything, you can see they are just picking up everything that they can find. They do have just one first aid for themselves. Jay and Samita both. Aladdin, well, we'll still have to see what kind of utilities he's actually carrying up for himself. He also has one first aid, one medkit can be used in the good ways though. But Jelly now just throwing up those grenades, trying to find someone, but does not find anybody at home.
Well, there is absolutely no one gonna. That nade is gonna catch absolutely no one. But with the way the circle is moving right now, NRC is in some trouble, ladies and gentlemen, along with the players of Team Seal. So they're gonna have to close the distance between them and these trenches. And if they actually manage to do that, well, only then will they move forward in the game. But in the meanwhile, Born to Rush is gonna be taken out. We're down to 5 teams, 13 players still alive. Mark Penn have actually managed to bring themselves in a wonderful position in this matchup with 6 kills to their name and making it inside of the top 5. But NRC, look at them. So they have 2 players, but they have 7 kills already. One more player is going to be knocked out. It is going to be NRC losing out on one more lad. So it just means one player still surviving. And Max Legends, they will have to figure out a way to deal with Markmen. Both of the teams are in the same trenches. And well, things take a turn for the worse as the circle moves away from them. Now they will have to step out of it.
Now they have to step out of this one, but right now, as you can see, we just talk about everything, and our CCC does go down. Seal Zaki takes that one player for themselves, and now talking about the 8th circle forming up. 8th zone forming up. Amar gets spotted. Amar gets spotted by Seal Baron, but does he know or does he not? Because you can see, like, obviously his pixels were onto the other side. A good grenade was being thrown, but that was just a bit onto the shorter side. But now Amar... Still nothing on Seal Baron though.
I don't think Baron has seen him. Baron was distracted and he was looking in the other direction. It happens sometimes when only a few pixels of your opponents are visible and they are right in front of you, but you are focused on some other part of your screen. You might not notice them, and that is exactly... I mean, Amar, he is really lucky right now that Baron did not see him right there and just redirect his nade in his direction. Well, Baron realized what we were talking about and he finished off Amar over there. So NRC is basically out of it. We're down to 4 teams, 11 players. Might miss you the first time, but not the second time.
Well, I mean, that's one thing though. But as we're just moving forward, right now, as you can see, all these 4 teams are surviving. Max Legends, Mark Penn, SDMZ, and Team Seal. I mean, one of these teams would want to go for a comeback. Oh, Aladdin really close to that Molotov though. I mean, all these players are still surviving. Only one team will come out of these trenches, that's for sure. But hey, one of the players, all right, was really low. Seal Zaki's onto the other side. One good grenade from Seal Zaki can actually take down the entire squad. SDMZ, like, talk about this one. Seal onto the left, SDMZ onto the right, and 2 teams are right in these sewers. It's going to be a really tricky affair, and after a while we are going to be seeing the heal battle circle as well.
Well, definitely the night circle is going to come in. Samita takes an 8. Jay's HP is also really low. Samita and Jay, both of them really low. Mark Penn, they are making a lot of nice Max Legends, so Mark Penn know exactly how far away their opponents are from them, and one good nade, which could be in the hands of Momo right now, could do the trick. But no, Pasta is going to be taken down. A Molotov comes in, and Team Seal, they spot out Max Legends. One player being taken down. One knock comes in as SDMZ step into the action. It is a completely chaotic fight. No one cares who they are shooting at. No squad wipes are going to come in as well. All the teams lose out on 1 player. Apart from SDMZ, they're down to 2 players and they still have 2 players remaining. No one was knocked out from that side. Baron was knocked out. Killer is up on his feet. Jay is knocked out. Aladdin is still there, but Aladdin is just surviving. he's not going to go for a revive on his teammate.
Not going to go for a revive on his teammates, that's one thing for sure. But talking about play zone taking down Team Seal, Baron, Killa still surviving as well, just doing a heal battle. He goes down as well. We are down to 3 teams. Will this be the first chicken that Markman actually needed? Talk about this one. Well, Ere has a Groza in his hand, but his vest is totally damaged. Jelly's vest and helmet are also damaged right now, but Max Legends goes down. Markman is firing up on all the cylinders right now, the way they needed to play. 8 kills for this team. Might as well go for a 10-kill gameplay. 9th zone moving up against the players. All right, Ere has been spotted down. 1 goes down. Markman needs to take this game. Jelly's on the left hand side. There it is. Markman finally gets that chicken dinner that they wanted from all this time.
And 8-10 kills coming in along with the chicken dinner. 25 points in total to this team. We're looking for a chicken dinner since the group stages, and finally in the finals they make the jump all the way to the 6th position in the overall ranking.
For himself. And now talk about the players of Team Seal. They have all the players surviving. Given the fact that the players are with 5 kills, like the momentum is actually with them.
Yeah, the momentum is definitely with them. But alright, so we had 3 teams over here. XB Rangers had them spotted out, but now Seal 9 is also in this situation. So let's see how this one goes. SDMZ reduced down to a 2-man squad with no kills to their name. If they get eliminated right now, this is going to be the worst possible exit this team could ask for. And Will, Jelly and Psycho right now just have the cross, and Born to Rush is coming in.
Given the fact SDMZ was on the 2nd position and Team Seal was in top 4, like top 2, top 4, these are the teams that are fighting each other. So one of them might just get eliminated, and that might just look even bad. Well, Meshal takes down Wally from the other direction. That was SDZ taking up a fight as well. So now Team Seal has to look on to all the other directions, otherwise it's going to be a bad news.
Let's have a head count. SDMZ, Seal, XB Rangers, Seal 9,
B2R,
Born to Rush,
and then
SDZ. 6 teams.
And 4th circle, so much fights. It's like it's still a cold war. You can see, you know, they can spot each other, but they're not taking the fight. Seal 9 now Baron just trying to look at those areas. Has a QBU with a suppressor onto itself. I mean, I haven't heard that in a while. QBU with the suppressor being used though, but well, that's one thing. And now OPMF taking a fight against WMG. As you can see, the players are still out. And Markman Momo goes on by NRC's players. So Markman, they still have to look forward is if they can go for the revive or not. Because, you know, players going down might be a bad thing. Team Seal and OPMF, they're looking really good with 5 and 4 kills respectively for themselves.
Yeah, definitely off to a really good start. And OPMF, we did see them with the high ground for them. So the fight, if it breaks down between them and Seal 9, they will definitely have the advantage. But Seal 9 taking the pressure from the players of B2R, as well as Myunke is going to be taken down. And the eyes of Team Seal are on them as well. But OPMF, the first team that they have to deal with is going to be Markman. Alright, it's WMG, I'm sorry, right next to them. So quite an interesting situation that the team has actually managed to find themselves in. And in fact, not just one team, it is basically everyone. Since now, instead of fighting a 4v4 situation, you are basically fighting one team against the rest of the teams.
Look at that. The grenades were out there, and Max Legends, they are faltering down by the circle as well and by their opponents. Their opponents are not letting them get inside the zone, and that's kind of is a bad thing. NRC, they have a total control, but do they have control over the kills? That's the question. I mean, will the team give the kills to them? Will Max Legends be giving the kills to them? That's one thing. Or can they actually find out a workaround? Because they, by the looks of it, you can see Aladdin is moving around the zone, but getting that workaround is going to be a different thing. Because once they get inside the circle, the zone's going to move forward once again.
Talking about the zone, I mean, Team Bear were also stuck on the edge of the blue zone, and they were picked off completely. The squad getting eliminated, but Markman, they get spotted out. Illusion could be taken down, and yes, he will be. It is Haseen from the side of NRC, managed to connect the spray with the M4 and the 6th time scope. But Shushti is going to be there. Momo spotted out from behind the tree. NRC creating a lot of trouble for the players of Markman, but Markman is retaliating as Momo gets a knock. The player, Illusion, has been revived. Pelzang trying to jump down from the slope, regroup with his teammate, is going to take a lot of damage. Haseen backs off. The blue zone is coming in their direction, and they have to be extra careful as to now how they approach the fight once Markman is on the same level as them.
Well, experiences are just out there, and you can see NRC just using the smoke grenades for themselves just to give them a good cover. But hey, smokes do give you a good cover, but the bullets do penetrate them, and Pasa is actually from on the other side. Wow! Wow! Sussy takes on Mark Penn's players onto the direction. XP Rangers Juniors. Grenade takes on NRC's players. So now they know that the fights are actually really close to them, and this might be bad as he has spotted down one. Pulawadi goes down onto the situation. Haseen is the one leading up the charge right now. They have to get inside the house, otherwise things are going to be just really, really bad for them. Omar goes down as well. NRC, the team that was looking really strong, is looking just a bit faltering down, all because of Circle and the fights that are happening onto them from all the directions, and NRC goes down.
Did they go down because of the zone? What we're going to find out. I think, so they had one player remaining, and it was Max Legends. It was XB Rangers right in front of them. So they were fighting Mark Penn, and then unknowingly they just ran face first into the entire team of XB Rangers who were inside those houses.
We had 11 teams, 12 teams surviving.
Yeah, now we're down to 7.
We are down to 7 in what, 10 seconds or something?
And just 16
players. 15, 14. This is decreasing. 6 teams. Like, it went down so fast. No one could have thought of it, but no chance. Look at this. The way No Chance is playing. I mean, obviously they have one player surviving. He's also moving forward, just trying to revive his team. And can he just do it? He tries, but he gets good loot.
He left Cocktail, ran over to the other player. Now he has to go back to Cocktail, but he's going to be spotted out. And Max Legends Aladdin actually spots him out, finishes him off. And, well, talk about 14 players, Ocean. Now there are 5 teams and just 10 lads inside the server.
Well, somehow the game just went upside down. We're still seeing hashtag 10 elimination. That's how fast the eliminations were. That's how fast the eliminations were. 9. It was Seal Sports. Just read it out there. We have 4 teams surviving. 4 teams out in this one. SDM Psychos out there. OPMF all right. They get down onto the edge. They did go down onto the edge. But SGC Mixwell goes down. Insanity went the next one. There it is. Another team wipes the dust. Well, it's down to 3 teams. XP Rangers has 3 players. It's a 1v2v3 situation.
And SDMZ missed out on the opportunity in the last game. They played really well in the last match, but this time managing to bring themselves inside the top 3 again. And all right, we are almost there. We have hashtag 5 in front of you. Number 4 elimination is there. SDZ Esports. Now we have caught up. SDMZ, XP Rangers, and Max Legends. This is the comeback. The kill feed is still stuck really far behind.
Well, now it is. Now it just come down to on that area. Like, that's how the fight of Sanhok was. Like, this is one of the most chaotic.
You could say that is Sanhok.
That is Sanhok. One of the most chaotic Sanhoks that I have ever seen. That's one thing that has happened. Well, Max Legends Aladdin, he's out there just for the fate of his team and to get this team to a chicken. And all he needs to do is just stay out of the fight. But look at Jelly's HP, pretty low right now. And by the looks of it, it does look it's really good. XP Rangers Junior goes down, but Psycho takes now makes it making it a 1v2v2 affair.
Yeah.
Whoa! No!
He survived with 1 HP, turned around and took his opponent out. How dare you shoot at me? How dare you shoot at me?
How did that just happen? And now it's Talat who has to move forward. It's a 1v1v1 affair in Sanhok. And Talat, he does spot down one. Does he spot his opponent or not? He does. There it is. 1v1. XP Rangers versus Max Legend. Say no more. Max Legends wins this one.
Oh, wow. What an interesting matchup. What an interesting finish to this game. I did not expect Max Legends to actually take this. I thought this was going to be a game for XP Rangers. But no. Today, as we said, ladies and gentlemen, it is the day of comebacks. First, it was Mark Penn, and match number 2, Max Legends make a name for themselves, jumping up to the 4th position in the overall standings with this chicken dinner. Couple of seconds, runs into Brad, and Brad is going to take him out, finishes him off. XP Rangers, a fight that was definitely going to be in their favor. They lose out 1 player for no reason.
Well, that did happen. So if you just, look at this, we are down to 8 teams, 17 players still surviving onto this area. OPMF was the previous one to get eliminated on the 9th spot, and you can see right in WG Brad, he's the last one surviving. He just has 1%, now does not have any. He strives and picks up 3. But no, as soon as he picks up first aids, Salty picks him up onto his name and just finishes the job. Right now, we are down to 6 teams. As you can see, NRC is still surviving somehow. Dino's out there. Team Seal Esports, Bear, SDMZ, XB Rangers. Dino, alright, so on fantastic. The revive just arrives onto him. There's this thing. Talk about XB Rangers for him, but you can see the player is still so far away from his teammates that they cannot come for the revive. So whatever you do, he can, just give out the locations, enemies ahead or something.
Yeah, definitely needs to do that. Otherwise, it's going to be a troublesome situation. Look at this. So, in fact, this game of Miramar is a little bit faster in comparison. We're 22 minutes in and 16, 15 players.
Yeah, this circle for sure, because you can see so many ridges and everything. So the players, I think the fights were happening in the open, and that's one thing that changed the pace of the game for all these players. Team Seal Zaki, Team Seal has been spotted down onto the other areas as well. Well, Team Bear, Ariman, is he doing right or wrong? Moving up forward, that's one thing. Shots are coming down from the back end side of him, and now he puts up a medkit. He's trying to go for the medkit. Does he know that he is really close to SDMZ's other players? All right, he was getting shot from the other side by the players of Team Seal, but right now, as you can see, somehow Team Bears, Ariman, he's on good HP, moving up forward. All right, the elimination happens, but hey, he gets spotted down from the other direction. He will have to stay safe, otherwise he might as well just go down, and he goes down by NRC Hazeen.
Well, the player being taken down, it's definitely going to be a tough situation, and NRC Hazeen put Bear in a lot of pressure, because there is pressure on him as well. He needs to get inside the circle and he needs to move in there. But now, since the players of Team Bear are separated from each other, it's going to be trouble to revive their own teammate. And, well, Bear, they have to move 50 meters inside the circle themselves. So it's a patience game amongst these two.
It is. Hazeen, all he can do is just heal right now. He knows once he goes out in the open, he will be spotted and he will be taken down for sure. But if we talk about this one, you can see the players, Team Seal Baron goes down, knock and finish happening onto him. Hazeen is still out there, still trying to survive. The grenades are being lofted down onto his direction. Let's see if one grenade can actually do the job. Well, it was just a bit short onto the rock side. Now Suzog has to get inside the circle. He knows that he can go out there, and imagine if they can actually just go and get a hold of the good area. But Hazeen gets spotted down. He gets down as well. We're friends. All right. Well, Play Zone does the job on him. It was not Prince. He did try to shoot, but the placement got the best out of him. And right now, they are moving inside the circle. They're trying to go and get a hold of a good area for themselves. Talking about the teams and all, it's 4 teams surviving. Where Susog has been taken down as well. Prince is the last one surviving right now. Susog has not been finished, though, but the Play Zone just coming up from the back end side might as well just do the job.
Yeah, the job needs to be done, but is that going to happen? And yes, the Play Zone does finish off Susog, as you said, Ocean. But now, what about Prince? Is he going to die to the zone as well, or is he going to be taken out with bullets? Well, he gets riddled with the bullets coming from the side of Wally, and I think Team Seal, this is going to be their game. They look really strong. They have all the players in this fight, and they have the cover to themselves as well, but the circle moves away from them, barely moves away from them. So they're still in a comfortable position. XB Rangers, they're outside the circle right now, just one shack. As soon as they climb up this ridge, they're done for.
2v3 situation, as you can see. XP Rangers are just out here. Dino fantastic, going really close to X1's Poda Whitey, as he is low on HP right now, but Salty does not have a vest in the proper condition though. He does have a vest though, but not in the proper condition. That's one thing that might as well just think about. He might think about he wants to go for the fights or not. Well, good grenades might as well just change the state of the game, but right now he knows that the buggy is just moving forward, and he heard the noise of Zaki just coming really close to him. But Wally from that upper angle can actually change the pace of the game right now. But XP Rangers, they are into a different location. They actually utilize the time when Fantastic and Salty were looking onto the other direction, but well, Polavati goes down, he gets finished as well. Wally gets the knock and the finish onto him. Junior is the last one surviving, but well, Ankle goes down onto the other direction as Junior wanted to take up the fights onto him. As right now, as what you can see, Salty still just out there trying to take up all the ends and all the areas of the fights for themselves. Can Junior actually clutch this one, and can he be the senior in this one game? That's the most important thing, as Fantastic is just out here trying to revive Salty, but Junior, he can change the fate of the game if he knows what is happening onto the other direction. The grenades are still arriving. Team Seal just moving up forward. And it's going to be a 2v2v1 situation, but no. Fantastic takes down one. He's on low HP. This might be a bad thing, but Junior takes that kill for himself somehow.
Well, we're talking about comebacks for this team, and the comeback is here. He heals up. Oh no, puts his gun away, and that is going to be detrimental to the fight. He brings down XB Rangers barely to any HP, but now Junior is going to be finished off. And how does he get taken out? Is it going to be with nades, or is it going to be with bullets? Team Seal, they have the advantage to them. It's a 1v2 situation.
Junior, imagine if he moves up forward right now. He can take one player down somehow. This might be a game of chances. It's a 1v2 exactly. Wally and Zaki, both the players are above onto these areas. The grenades moving up forward. It did not do a lot of damage though, but still it was just out there. Now XB Rangers, Junior, somehow he needs this. His team needs this. He knows this is an important one for him, for the team, for himself. But it is a troublesome situation. The grenade right out there. And you can see he has been spotted. His location is totally compromised. The grenade did do just a bit of damage though. But the Molotovs are moving on to the upper direction, onto the outside of the circle. So now they go for a low toss Molotov though. But can he take two players down? I mean, that's how troublesome this is going to be. He tries to go for an off angle, tries to spot down one player. And he did take Zaki's a bit of HP down by a few shots though. But still, it's just one thing that he himself is not on 100 HP. He spots down one, pressing down. He does it. No, he does not.
Well, there were two players shooting at him, and he is definitely going to be taken out. But an amazing, valiant effort coming in from the player from Vito. But kudos to Seal Esports. They have secured the chicken, and not just that, they moved to the first position.
Well, XB Rangers Passer gets spotted down from the left-hand side though. Momo still just out there. We talk about all the teams. Teams are looking really good, and most of the teams have all the 4 players surviving. But the thing is, how long can they get a hold of these fights?
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be really important to get a hold of that situation and see if you can use it to your advantage. But I mean, C9, so after losing one of their players, they're stuck on that 10-kill marker. And now the situation is getting really chaotic. C9, they are basically sandwiched between two different teams. It is just the Ridge that is protecting them from one side, and the fact that the teams on the higher ground are creating a lot of trouble for each other, that is protecting them as well. But Markman Pasta, if he sees someone lie down, he's actually going to shoot them in the face. So even if you are going to prone yourself over there, make sure it is behind some cover.
Yeah, I mean, that's important as of now. You might be thinking that you have a good cover for yourself, but Markman's sniper is going to prove it wrong. Look at Cocktail just swimming down right next to B2R Horse, and Bear Prince is also onto that area. I mean, this might be more of a swimming stance for the players as the zone slowly and steadily is taking curve shifts against the will of the players.
Well, definitely, and the shifts are gonna keep on happening. But I mean, looking at how things are moving forward, look at this. So SDMZ Esports, they take an exit. WMG saying, where is this lad shooting? But talking about shooting, I mean, Seal9 Roy actually finds Markman Momo in the water. Belzang and the other boys are gonna be finished in as well, and it was Senor actually the man who leads them to their graves, and not the graves exactly, but to them crates, and turns them into the crates inside the waters. WMG, they are trying to find a few kills on themselves, and Cocktail, he's basically channeling his inner fish at this point.
Well, the water lines are not safe. So many teams
it's not Mario Kart right now, is it?
So many teams onto the water areas. You can just see what is happening. So many teams trying to keep themselves surviving onto these areas. WMG, they did go down with a vehicle though, and now they have to leave that vehicle just for the sake of it, because the vehicle can be spotted. One is just, you know, goes down by the angles, and now the zone. I want to see what happens when the zone actually leaves to the land side.
That is definitely going to be something that everyone in this match, all the players
they can spot each other, but they like, no! Whoa!
Well, yeah, that is definitely a 200 IQ moment right there.
Well, Markman Pass are still trying to, you know, make it inside the circle just by that bridge area for themselves. XP Rangers will be really happy. Well, Podavairi does not have a helmet though, but
he sort of does. He has a TV for a head.
No, that's just I guess season 6 Royal Passes head gear or something like that. I mean, that's just out there. I don't know. I'm just a bit shady on that one. Like season 6, season 7, something like that. But well, if you talk about all the other fights, Pass is still, you know, trying to catch the breath, get a hold inside the area. Team Bear, 3 players surviving. XB Rangers have all the players surviving. Now the circle's moving up. I want to see where this goes.
Yeah, the blue zone comes in, and it is. I think it's going to be quite interesting, because if it moves to the land, XB Rangers will have a clear advantage. And yeah, it is bound to move towards the land area. But look at this. So C-Line, they make it into the top 5. They have 15 kills.
15 kills with, a lot of players still remaining. I want to see, like, where can they end this one? Well, the grenades were just moving up forward onto all the directions, as you could just see. And right now, XP Rangers, they have each and every inch of cover for themselves. But the only thing is, the zone has arrived. The circle is in the hands of Team Bear. Somehow, how can Team Bear actually just, get the best out of this? That's one thing. And talking about everything, you can see XP Rangers' players just using the grenades for themselves. Team Bear, right now they have a good comfortable spot. Well, one good grenade can end Pasta as well. Munke, he does dish out the damage of 20. And now Pasta still surviving out there. Can Munke just take him down, as Pasta is just out there, but in less than 20 seconds, somehow all they have to do is just be up out of this fight. Roy is on to the other side, but Roy cannot spot Pasta, because if he does, Harry takes him down.
Well, and that is going to be an interesting situation for that. Roy, he has to be really careful. I mean, as soon as Pasta actually gets taken out, that is when the team is going to be in a comfortable position. And since Pasta is gone now, C9 can focus on worrying about the teams in front of them. As you said, Harry definitely will have the opportunity to give or create a lot of trouble for the players of C9. But now Senior is moving towards the direction of Roy in order to help his teammate out. They will have to find a way to deal with the players of WMG. Otherwise, it is going to be a troublesome situation. And Senior actually moves in solo. It is going to be, now it's a 2v2 situation. The utility is coming in from Sog from the side of Bear as well.
Yeah, I mean, utilities were out there, but Brad goes down onto it, and you can see WMG does get eliminated. Well, Roy did go down right now, and you could see Senior's MK14 being used into the fight. So that is brilliant. That was on auto, as I heard the shots. And Junior, look at his HP, and look at the way the utilities are being used. Well, his vest was totally damaged. Fahim's vest is just a bit damaged, though. Level 2, but his level 1 vest was totally damaged. I mean, all they have to do is cross this area, cross this road, meet Team Bear, and probably get that chicken dinner. Well, 3 teams surviving. S9, I want to see how many kills can they end this game. They have 18 kills for themselves. 18 kills for this team. Somehow, they are trying to spot Arimon. Seal 9 is looking brilliant. Well, is there an individual who has I don't know what, 8 kills or something in the team? I mean, definitely might be one thing. Like, we can see Myunke, he has 2 kills right now.
Senor.
Well, we'll still have to see. But hey, Senor gets taken down. Senor will be finished down as of now. No, he still needs a revival, but Prince is just out there. On from the off angle, Myunke goes down. Over aggression. Might as well be demise of Seal 9, as Roy is still surviving somehow. Fahim's grenade takes down Bear Prince. I mean, Roy has 7 kills though. That's brilliant. But how can they revive their teammate? That's one of the most important things, given the fact they have to be inside the circle.
I think if Myunke had been a little bit more patient, they could have survived. But no, they get finished off. They botched that fight really hard, and they're going to get punished down to 2 teams, XB Rangers versus Team Bear. And alright, so Bear, once again, they ended the last game yesterday with a dinner, and today as well.
Well, that is totally true. But now the thing that just happens is, if we talk about Team Bear, it's going to be a 3v3 equation, but Podawadi needs a revive. Otherwise, it's a 2v2. Oh, it's a 3v2. Oh, it's a 3v1 right now, as Junior is the last one. So again, Junior is solo player somehow, just like the previous game. So this team has had 2 back-to-back good games. All they needed was a chicken dinner, but now from the off angle, you can see Arimun gets to spot one and take one down, and he is going to go for it. He spots him down. The play zone is still also doing damage. There it is. Team Bear wins this game.
Yeah, last chicken dinner of the day. It was as it was yesterday. It is going to be today. They get it again. And, well, move to the 5th position in the overall with 26 points from this game.